back, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll give it to Johnson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, give on the inside. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
On 4th down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Direct snap. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Moore to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Line getting set on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. Still running at the 40. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Florida 7, Oregon 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back looking for room. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the...
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions are not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He's really close to that first. They stop him just a bit short. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After the first down completion, it's second and short. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. He'll try to get it through the air. The throw. Quick strike complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like giving my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Wide out in motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a connection. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! The AT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's Flagway. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Gators moving quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. Slides away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on first and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. At the 40, there he goes. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Comes out throwing on first down. He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Going up top. And he makes the grab at the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The Ducks want to move quickly. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Makes the catch. It's slow. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Moore will throw. It's complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire.
It's a fake. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. They'll run play action. He's going to run it. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making plays and keep getting first downs. Got another opportunity coming up. First and goal. Try to hold him to a field.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. On to attempt the try. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense playing a bail technique. He's going to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's running in the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got us. The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Now on the move. Touchdown Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to
Throw it over the top of the D. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
This defense has to hold it right where it is. Score tied late in the game. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Moore will throw. Got his man quickly. Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. He makes the catch. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Ducks are marching down the field. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. And the timing just a hair off. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Makes his connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got a man. It's Badger. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Abrams. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. Smashes through. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown, Florida! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
And he puts through the extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Fires one high and deep. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.